What is up, guys? This is Mateo's 2020 Politics here, and today we are back for another YouTube video. So, sorry if I haven't been making too many videos lately. It's mainly because of the fact that COVID-19 is just taking away all the airways, it's dominating the news, and this is a political channel. It's not really a news channel, it's more, it's news, but specifically a political news channel. So when COVID-19 comes along and steals all the headlines, we can't make too many videos. So the videos I've really been making have been restricted to my presidential election history series. Please watch that if you're into history and politics. It would be a great combo. It's right down your alleys. So for today's video, the critical question: is Donald Trump taking hydroxychloroquine? Which is a tongue twister. That's a difficult word to pronounce, but I kind of like the name. It's kind of cool. So he says that for about a week and a half he's been taking this drug, and he's kind of contradicted himself actually, because at some point he was like, "Oh, I've been taking this drug for a few weeks," and that was a few weeks ago. And then a few days ago he says, "I've been taking this drug for a week and a half." So already it's a bit suspicious. So can you really trust Donald Trump? And when I ask that question, I'm not being biased, because he has lied thousands of times throughout his presidency. Literally. Look at the Washington Post breakdowns. They were keeping track of all of his lies throughout his presidency and false claims, and it is somewhere around 13,000. But that isn't including 2020. It's just 2017 through 2019. So yeah, Donald Trump has lied over 10,000 times, literally. So when he says he is taking hydroxychloroquine, is he telling the truth? I don't know. And is this drug even healthy? Well, at first, I'm not sure if it's the same drug as the Japanese drug or something that's called that. But I remember at first there were some headlines talking about new Japanese drug may be the solution to COVID-19. I don't know if this is the same virus, but hydroxychloroquine, either way, during the early days of the COVID-19 outbreak, was seen as the solution. But as more data has been put out, and as more tests have been completed and shown to the public, there have been some more doubts created about hydroxychloroquine, because it looks like it has little to no effect. I mean, there were some studies that were showing that people who had COVID-19 or had a fear of getting COVID-19, when they took the drug, there was no real effect. They still got COVID-19 and they didn't. It didn't really cause anything, negative or positive. So already Donald Trump doesn't really know what he's doing if he is taking the drug, and if he is taking the drug or if he isn't, either way, he shouldn't tell the American people to take it. It's kind of a bit irresponsible. I mean, you're the president. Aren't you supposed to be a role model? You don't just say, "Hey, American people, so I suggest you take this drug that I'm taking, although it has never been factually proven to prevent you catching COVID-19. Just take it, just take it." So, kind of irresponsible, honestly. It clearly shows he doesn't really care about the American people. But I do see a good amount of people actually believing him and saying, "Oh yeah, I'll take it." Because let's just say that a good amount of Trump supporters are very passionate. They really support him. And if they really like the guy, they could end up taking the drug just because he says they should do it. Which is, once again, irresponsible on Donald Trump's part, not the people's fault, because it hasn't been factually proven to prevent you from catching 2019 coronavirus disease or COVID-19. And look, many people have pointed out, but Mateo, I mean, his doctor, Donald Trump's doctor, said that you can take hydroxychloroquine, and has confirmed that Donald Trump is taking it. Can you really trust a doctor? I mean, we know how Donald Trump's buddies are. Everybody around him, are loyalists. When I say loyalists, I'm understating them. He has packed his White House with people who take loyalty to the extreme. When loyalty actually becomes negative because they just follow him no matter what. And we know this because, look, Donald Trump had some pollsters. They came out and said, you know what? Although Trump's our guy, we do polls for him, we think he might lose in 2020. Guess what he does? Fires them the next day. So, would it really be far fetched to believe that Donald Trump just hired this doctor because he believed they would stay 100% loyal and just blindly follow him? Maybe, and because of that, I don't really know whether I should trust the doctor or not. And so I got a bit sidetracked. But now back to the whole: is Donald Trump actually taking hydroxychloroquine? I don't know. I really don't. I'm actually kind of leaning towards him not taking it because, look, if you aren't taking the necessary common sense precautions like wearing a mask, wearing gloves, and keeping 6 feet away from other people, you're not taking drugs. That that's kind of extreme. If you're taking drugs, you're most likely also staying 6 feet away from people or wearing a mask, which I've never seen Donald Trump do. And I don't know why he doesn't do it. I have a theory. I'm not saying this is a fact. It's my own personal theory. So because Donald Trump is so narcissistic, in such a grandiose way, he has a grandiose sense of self worth. That's just obvious, clear as day. And because of how vain he is, it could actually be the case that he thinks he is immortal to the virus. Not literally. I'm not saying he literally believes he's immortal. Like, he probably knows if someone using a revolver were to shoot him in the heart, he would die. He probably knows that. But I'm saying that because of how highly he views himself, he could actually believe that he is less vulnerable to the virus than most people, which is dumb to believe because, first of all, he's a human being, unless if he's a robot, who knows. Um, but he's also in his 70s, and that age group is affected the most by coronavirus. And he's also obese. That's not an opinion, that's a fact. He's obese. Doctors have come out and said it. So, if anything, he is more vulnerable to this virus than the rest of the American people. So, if you were to know that, or if you were to care about it, maybe, he would probably be staying 6 feet away from people. We saw one time how he tried to shake someone's hand and they went like, let's do an elbow. He didn't seem to get it. He hasn't been wearing a mask. You don't see him wearing gloves. And if he isn't doing that, he probably isn't taking hydroxychloroquine. See you guys later, and bye.